Please welcome from OSIsoft, John Beyer and Eugene Resnick.
Well, thanks, Lori, for getting us started this morning. That was good. It's early on day 2. I always have a hard time with that because we have day 0. I'm not sure what day 0 is. But good morning. We're going to talk to you this morning about the fastest, easiest way to visualize your Pi system data. As introduced, I'm John Beyer. I run the product management group. And we also have Eugene Resnick, who's the group development lead for this product out of our Philadelphia office. So with that, let's get started. So I'll use this one. I'll try not to hit the blank button. So this is called PICoresight. So brand new name, brand new product. And really the name comes about from what we're trying to evoke with this is the fact that we're bringing you closer to your data, to the core issues around your data, and giving you some visibility into that. So it's really what we want to do with the product, and we think the name hopefully brings you to that. So besides being the fastest, easiest, and you're going to hear a lot about that as I go through this talk, a lot of this is really about ease of use and making the tool very intuitive, even for people who don't use it necessarily every day. So it is a new product for us. It's an extension of our current product family, that our client products. And the focus is around providing ad hoc analysis of your data and to be able to do that through exploration and discovery. So you feel like you can get to the data, get to some answers, and be able to explore the system and feel safe doing so. And of course, once you bring those insights forward, you can take action, which is the whole theme of the conference. So really, this product comes from some research that we did a couple years ago. We went out and interviewed 40 some odd customers, and when we synthesized that back down about what they were telling us, they said, your products are good. Process Book's very powerful, but sometimes, it's got features that are maybe hidden. So, and you see this in general in products. There's a lot of functionality in I'll only pick on Microsoft for a second. In Microsoft Office, tons of features. Sometimes they're a little bit hard to find. There's so much, and so what users want now, especially with a new workforce coming forward, they don't use manuals. So they want the features to be not hidden and easily used without a manual. They want it to be able to create displays very easily. And what you'll see with Coresight is that we've really focused on not so much on drawing or creation of permanent displays, but really about that ad hoc capability. Of course, people want a modern user interface. They want something that is pleasing to use, looks good, brings the data out and makes it pop. They really want integrated search. They want to be able to find the data very quickly that they're looking for. So this is a key thing. When you look at a Pi system, and you look at even a small Pi system, it's 1,000 or 2,000 tags. If you go to larger Pi systems that are, maybe hundreds of thousands of tags, it's pretty hard to find anything in a group of 100,000, or even 1,000 for that matter. So, we really want to make search a key part of this and make sure that it's easy for you to find the data you're looking for. And then finally, we want the tool to be very helpful, to have it be a helpful assistant, and do things like, remember where you were at, what last time you left it, and help you start over exactly where you left off, and lots of other helpful things. So with that, we're going to just jump into the demo, because the best way to show you the product is to demo it. So Eugene and I will walk you through this. So this is the home screen for PICoresight. And basically what you're seeing are the 6 most recent displays that Eugene has visited. So, but But we're not going to go visit those right now. We'll come back to this home screen and talk a little bit more about how to use it. But we'll just go ahead and take that button up top to create a new display. So the first thing we're going to do, and you'll see this a lot in PICoresight, is search. Because we want to find some data. We want to do something with it. So Eugene, we'll just go search for the word gas. And he's looking maybe for a gas turbine or something like that, and voila, he found it. What he actually found was a number of things with gas in them. So he found the little block up there, which is a gas turbine element, so that's a full asset. He also has several displays that he has, a tag, and some attributes. And these are attributes coming out of the asset subsystem. So let's go ahead, Eugene, and create, take a few of these and create some values. So it's as simple as drag drop. When you drop your object, it gives you a list of symbols that you can use to create some visuals. We're just going to do a couple here, a value symbol, a horizontal gauge, a vertical gauge, and a radial gauge. So, okay, pretty simple. The gauges are all pre-configured for you. They have some colors in them. Those colors represent the state of your variable. So it's doing some analysis of your variable and representing state. And that's right now coming from, it's based off the zero and span that you've configured in your Pi database, in the tag database. Those symbols also, if you hover over them, they all have a little menu that pops up, or a little title bar that has menu items on it that you can do things with. So what we're going to do now is morph that object from one type to another. So Eugene's just going to change those two objects to simple value symbols. So any of the objects in here, we give you those choices to change it from one to another, so you don't have to drag and drop it again, or you can change them back and forth very easily. Okay, so we have a few objects here. That's nice. Let's go compare this against another piece of equipment, maybe a condenser.
Okay.
Okay, so we search. We got some again, we see different kinds of objects here. And this time, Eugene just took the whole condenser, which is a full asset, and dropped it onto the canvas and created a table symbol. So the table basically, and our trends do this, all of the objects really do this. If you take a whole AF object, it knows what the constituent parts are that can be put on this display and just creates that for you. So in one easy step, we created a table object with having the name, the description, the value, including that multi-state, the units of measure, a little sparkline trend, the min, and the max. And of course, with a nice modern table, we can sort based on any of the fields just by clicking on them, either ascending or descending. Great. And we can also rearrange any of the fields or change the size. There is also a choice in here to add some of the other. We have some other built-in fields that you can use, and you can choose those as well. So, Eugene, why don't we add just one more thing? I mean, the other thing is this isn't just good for full elements, and while that was really easy to take a full asset and create a visualization, it's easy to take any kind of tag or any other attribute and add it to our table. So dragging and dropping more things for comparison is very simple and intuitive. So Eugene, what do you say we take a look at what this looks like as a trend?
Okay, easy enough. Do another symbol transition. And we can go back to a trend.
Well, that's pretty interesting trend there. It's pretty busy. And that's really interesting that we can morph that way, but I'm not sure I want quite that many pens on my trend. So let's go back. Let's just change it back. And what do you say we go look at trending in a little more detail, since trending is kind of a core piece to the Pi system.
But while we're here, why don't I also show that you could do what we call a pop-up. So if you go over the spark line, you can see a little preview of what that looks like.
Great. So you're resizing, and if you click on any of the symbols, that preview trend stays up and will show you a quick preview of any of those objects. So you can just keep it in place and do some quick comparisons as you're looking through this data. Or you can take one of the other symbols, one of the gauges or value symbols, and quickly click on that and get the preview trend. Really nice way to do a quick trend without having to really set up anything or create a whole new object. All right, excellent. So
let's see if we can make a new display and really look into what the trend can handle.
All right, great. So we're going to go up and hit the new display icon. So before you did that, though, I didn't see you save anything.
No, that's because PICoresight automatically saves every user action, and we'll go into that later on in the demonstration.
So basically, you didn't lose any work.
I never lose any work.
Okay, great, good. I'll leave that one alone. I could go there, but okay. So what did you just do? You just created a big old trend with the condenser. Why don't we try with just a few elements?
Okay. Easy enough to get rid of this, and I could take just.
So we're going to do a drag and drop of a multi-select. You can also do that. So if in your search results, you can grab multiple symbols and drag drop onto something. So here's trending, and we have a cursor, of course, that shows you the time and all of the values. Notice that the values change up in the legend. They're highlighted as you hover over each of the each of the pens, and we also have your time below that orients itself to this time bar. So let's talk about changing the time, Eugene. We have this nice time bar down here that has this look and feel that most people are used to seeing in a web-based finance application. Why don't you show us how that's used?
Okay. Well, what you can see here is this is the start of this trend, the end, and what the duration is. And that's also shown in this display range. Now, we can go back in history, or you can pick up the bar and move that as well. You could also change what your start time is by just easily moving the thumb wheel and expanding the end as well.
Nice. So also as you expanded those handles and expanded the time range, I noticed that the time range, the tick marks on here also changed, correct?
Right.
So it basically automatically changes and expands based on the time range that you've chosen.
Exactly. And if I also added some other symbol here as well, let's put another value symbol here, you'll see that as I move the end, the value symbol will update as well. So every symbol is basically hooked to this one time bar. So it's very easy time manipulation.
Nice. Okay. So can you also do like a custom time range and just type something in? Can you just
Sure.
Without trying to get the graphics just right?
You can go to the actual start. Let's put in the 24th. And let's go out to the 26th. Or if you wanted to just go and 1 hour, 8 hours, it's as easy as that one press.
Nice. So we got some built-in time frames here. We can do custom, or you can just use the handles on the time range